Okay, hello everybody. Today's date is July 23rd, 2021. Hold on. Alright, excuse me. Now, alright, this is going to be one video of many, and this is actually going to have to be a very short video because I got a lot of things I still got to get done today, and it's getting late. So, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to fly right into the subject matter. What I'm going to do right now, my fellow American citizens, shoot, my battery charger just fell out. Hold on a second. Sorry about the interruptions. Okay, check it out. Yeah. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you something, and I'm gonna try and position the camera lens so that you can see the entire thing at once, and I'm gonna try and position it in a way to where you can take a snap screenshot of it through your phone. Okay, so bear with me. So, okay. Now that it's on a little bit of a slant. So what you want to do is you want to take a snap screenshot of that, baby cakes and sweethearts. What you want to do is take a snap screenshot of that and zoom in on it. And I apologize, it's not straight. It's a little bit on about an angle. Now, what that is, to be totally honest with you, is that's the envelope from a package that I got from a purchased item through my mail, and I just opened it up. And the reason why I decided to use it was because it's very lightweight. It can be folded and shut, so when I'm at that place and I don't want to, because this can be considered like a poster board flyer type thing. That's either going to be held in front of my physical person and or propped up on my bike when I'm out and about in the community within La Jolla. None of my poster boards, okay, or anything like them will be propped up in the field of view when I am inside or inside of any business, when I'm outside of any business, or on any business plaza property. And the only reason why I'm not doing that is because I already know that gang stalking crimes will absolutely see, because business plaza properties, the land developer owns that. It's not public property. Okay? Now, even though you should have the right still to freedom of speech, but since I'm dealing with a crime of gang stalking will stage events towards you anywhere and everywhere, including when you're on public property. Just research how gang stalking victims are stating they're enduring electromagnetic weapons torture in their own homes. I mean, so it's obvious these filthy whores will track you everywhere. Oh, absolutely. Tens of thousands are exposing that. And please excuse my descriptive language, but I'm done being fed up. In fact, let me tell you something, another thing. Something's turned over in me in the last few days. Okay, this campaign will never stop, even after the crime stops, if it ever does, because of this exposure. And trust me, this crime does not like this type of exposure. So let me just proceed forward. So what this is I'm going to be standing on public property, but I'm not going to be obstructing anybody's ability to walk or jog on sidewalks, because I already know this satanic crime. Google this crime to the police. Okay? Gang stalking. And so they will look for any way and every way to interject themselves upon you and your physical presence to stage events, altercations, accusations, including buying through, approaching you through normal apparent excuses, reasons, or mishaps. Hey, you got a cigarette? Do you know what time it is? Oh, what do you got there? Oh, why don't you tell me about it? And then when you ignore them or don't say nothing or say, I don't feel like talking about it, they'll then use that for an excuse to go off on you. Okay, oh, absolutely. And this crime loves using social deviants and homeless people for its staged events and so on. But it will also use anybody of any age, mothers with their kids of any age, fathers with their kids, disabled people, the elderly, veterans. This crime will literally use anybody, which is the gang of gang stalking. But also the gang of gang stalking is also businesses and all the different places that can be used within it as well. So they track you, which is the stalking of gang stalking, in order to gang up on you so that they can perpetrate any and all crimes towards you and or your physical property, anywhere, at any time, at all times. Meaning that you can experience this crime in one form or another, or in a bunch of different ways at once, anywhere. Okay? So they're not, the people who are hosting this and the police that are directly connected to it, and all the other places that are exposed to that participate in this, pertaining to what you see in this, but make no mistake about it. I mean, just, this can't turn out to be an educational video concerning gang stalking, so just, stay with the video count that you see this video through. The purpose of this video is to make predictions about what they might do at me at wooded areas, because this crime intentionally made me homeless. Google all my descriptions to gang stalking. And or along my routes, whether I got this sign out or not, or any other type of sign that's exposing this crime. Whether the sign's out or not. Okay? But if I got the sign out, because remember, this is a crime that will look for excuses to approach you. They'll prop up harassment around you, concerning you, connected to this crime, make no mistake about that, anywhere and everywhere. But they will also look for normal appearing reasons to approach you, and that includes the cops. Okay? Because that's one of the techniques of this crime, and the police are all over the internet, exposed by tens of thousands of people to be directly connected to it. Oh, absolutely. People have never talked to each other. Okay? So, what I'm saying, basically, is that no matter if I got this sign out or not, within the public arena, sidewalks, okay, walking routes on sidewalks and roads and bus stops and stuff like that, we're going to see if they stage anybody to stage any type of complaint, anybody calling the police, anybody calling anybody, false accusations about me in the sign on business plazas, because again, I will not carry this sign on me or on my person openly when I'm inside or outside of any business, or even in the parking lot of business plazas. And I'm doing that not out of fear. I'm doing that because they'll use that as something to build on to stage an event and then claim you can't be doing this on the property. Because when they stage events, they'll also stage the witnesses, using anybody of any age and any type of person. That's the part of the gang up gang stalking. They're able to know where you're at through the tracking, which is the stalking of gang stalking. Okay? So if I make a prediction video about what they might try and do to stage an event, an accusation, a complaint, an event that leads to your arrest, if I make a video fucking predicting it and then they do it, do you really think that's an accident? Because I should be able to exercise my free speech, and I will not be obstructing anybody's ability to get back and forth on sidewalks or at bus stops. Okay? What I'll be doing is mostly clothespinning this thing, using a clothespin to clothespin it either to the bike at times, so it's right in the field of view of traffic when traffic's stopping at a red light. Alright, it will never be held in view of traffic when traffic is going up and down the road. I don't want anybody trying to accuse me they got in a car accident because they looked over and saw my sign. It will only be propped up, okay, when cars are at a stop at stop signs and red lights. When it comes to intersections. Okay? So, now remember, this crime will use anybody, any type of person of any age, at any time, anywhere. Alright? Now, they already know they got control of my life concerning my living situation because this crime created it. Absolutely. So they know if they, so let's see if they retaliate by coming after me at wooded areas and or by propping up homeless people to hike out or camp out, you know, within 2,000 feet of me. Let's see if they start using property owners, public workers, police at wooded areas, coming or going to them. I mean, coming to them, going from them, being on them. And anywhere along my routes. Remember, Google on my descriptions to gang stalking. So when you take a snap screenshot of this, research what you see. Alright, hold on, let me get this out of the way. Research what you see. Research remote neural monitoring. Research electromagnetic torture and gang stalking. False imprisonment, staged arrest, assaults, robberies, harassment, rape, torture, murder, hospitals, mass shootings, voice-to-skull technology, remote neural monitoring, human trafficking, police, businesses, universities. Google all that to gang stalking. And research it with a mature posture. Anything that you don't understand or might seem too far-fetched to believe, take that information, set it aside, and continue your research. Because trust me, when you research this crime thoroughly with a mature, patient posture, trust me, baby cakes, you'll see it. Absolutely. It's my job to hopefully introduce this to you so you can see it. Because I ain't taking this shit no more. I am not taking this crime no more while me just being nothing but a victim and me not continuing. Look, this crime knows it's committing horrific criminalities. It knows it. Alright? So they don't like exposure. Which is why I'm predicting staged events. Alright? Anywhere, including anybody being at the locations before I arrive. Alright, research how. So let me just state one real fast thing and I'll let you go. You need to consider how remote neural monitoring has got how it's reported all over the internet by scientists, doctors, researchers, and tens of thousands of victims. Remote neural monitoring enables them to monitor your subvocal speech and a bunch of other stuff. As a result, they're able to determine where you're planning on going. And then as a result of that, they can easily then take that information and say, okay, we know we're dealing with the victim that's extremely educated and very experienced concerning the crimes we've perpetrated against them. So what we'll do then is stage the event so we can bring about the effect of the event so the effect can be monopolized on, hurting the victim and benefiting them while covering it up by propping people up to be at locations you're going to before you arrive. That way they can't say that they stalked you. That way they can say the event happened for any other reason except for gang stalking. Okay? So when you research remote neural monitoring and subvocal speech, okay, monitoring, I think your mind's going to be blown, baby cakes. Research remote neural monitoring mind reading, which is basically thought deciphering, which is basically subvocal speech deciphering. That's a fucking lulu. See, this crime is so deceitful and insidious. Without you having knowledge concerning it, you're not going to be able to make informed decisions, okay, concerning how to look out for yourself when you're out and about in the community, whether you're a current target yet or not. Absolutely. Because this crime is so sadistic, it is so depraved, it is so demented, and they will literally do anything and everything at any and all times, anywhere, using anybody for it. And remember this, when they stage events, they stage the witnesses using any and all types of people of any and all ages. Remember that and remember it well. And you'll discover that when you research this crime extensively. I'm going to show you it one more time, then I'm going to let you go. My name is Leslie Williams, and I ain't taking your shit no more without me exposing you. I'm done. I'm done with these little wild animals. I am done. Have a good day, everybody.